Hey, good evening, you guys. It's Wednesday, and my Wednesday edition of my journey through fear, anxiety, panic attacks, depression. Yeah. So, for those of you who are maybe going to be on here the first time, maybe it's the first time that you see this, first time you're on there, if not right now while it's live, that you're going to listen to it later. I'll explain, tell a little bit about who I am right now very briefly. Hey Alicia, how are you? So I've been coming on here, this is video number 51, so I've been on here for 13 weeks, maybe 13, 14 weeks now. And Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I've missed a couple Fridays just because of being out of town or something, but Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and it was a kind of a prompting, you know, I know, it was a prompting by God to say, get on there, you know, get on there, use Facebook, use it as a platform, you know, get on there to encourage people, get on there to give people hope, right? Facebook can be used for so many goofy things, you know, you see it, you know, political rants, you know, people just spilling their stuff. I don't know, you know, just goofy things, which causes a lot of people to say, I don't want to be on Facebook, but I find it pretty awesome, you know, if you're using it for the right thing. You know, there's people that I go to every day that I know have posted something encouraging, that I know have posted something, you know, that I need to hear. And that is what makes me, you know, stay on here and go on here. But guys, just kind of go and get on there, because there are millions and millions and millions, 40 million people alone in this country that struggle with fear, anxiety, panic attacks, some kind of fear disorder, right? And out of those 40 million people, there's going to be some on here, on Facebook, that can watch this, right? And I struggled with that for 25 years, from the time I was 11 until I was in my late 30s. And my struggle was real. It was very, very real. You know, there's a lot of people that will say, you know, I had a panic attack today. Oh my gosh, I had a panic attack. You know, oh my goodness, my boss did this. Or, oh my gosh, I found out I had to do this test at school and I had a panic attack. So we do, like, people tend to use that term in kind of a flippant way. And I'm not judging that or whatever, but there's a lot of people who say that who have never had a panic attack, right? No, because they wouldn't just be going, oh my gosh, I had a panic attack today. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. Because no, they wouldn't just be flipping it out there. You know, when I had my first panic attack, I thought I was going to die. I had no clue what was happening at 11 years old. I couldn't talk to anybody about it. Didn't talk to my parents till I was 16. My husband and I were just talking about it this morning, really, how, you know, I can't even describe it, you know, like I was out of my body. There was not only panic and fear, there was physical symptoms that were happening too. And it was like, it is one of the most horrible, hellish things, you know, that I've ever been through, you know, that I've ever gone through. Hi, Connor Kneeling. So it's not just, oh, I had a panic attack because I did this or that. You know, no, I'm sorry. You didn't probably have a true panic attack. Okay. So that's what I've been talking about. That's what I've been on here to do, is to give little snippets from 12 to 20 minutes, you know, each time, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, just sharing some of the things that I use, that God gave me to get out of this hellish way of living, you know. So that's what I've been sharing with people. And tonight I want to come on and just ask, you know, if you're not on right now, there's not a whole lot of people, you know, on here live right now. Hi, Chris, my family. But there's people that will watch it later, because there's been a lot of people who have shared these videos and who have gotten them out there, and it's cool because I go places and people are like, I saw your videos, I watch your videos. They've given me so much encouragement, so much hope. Hi, Chris. And that's what it's all about. Like, that's what it's all about. That's why I'm on here. That is exactly why I'm on here, So, my question is, for those who are watching now or who are going to be watching later, like, are you ready to be done? Like, are you ready to be done with this? Are you ready to break free? Are you ready to live a life of freedom from fear? Are you ready to, maybe you want to get off the medication? Maybe it's giving you side effects. Maybe you're on the medication and you're still anxious. I can't even tell you how many people I have talked to over the years that are on medication, but they're still anxious. They're still having anxiety attacks. They're still having panic, maybe if you are, maybe you're seeing a doctor, you're seeing a psychiatrist every 6 weeks just to get those meds adjusted, or maybe you are going to a therapist or going to a counselor. Hang on just a minute. And you want to stop that, Maybe you've done all those things like I did, I ended up went to a Christian psychiatric hospital with coming out of there with nothing, with no help whatsoever. Maybe you've done everything. Maybe you're on the verge of giving up. Maybe you're saying, I'm just stuck like this. There's nothing I can do. I've done everything. I've tried everything. I thought maybe it would be better when this happened. I thought maybe it would be better, when I got married. I thought maybe, when I got into my 20s, or I thought maybe when I got done with college, or I thought maybe when this and this and this would happen. I thought maybe those panic attacks and that anxiety would go away, but it just hasn't. I don't know if some of that describes you, but I'm telling you right now, do not give up hope. Never, ever, ever give up hope. Never, ever, ever think that you're stuck with this, and if you go back and listen to my other videos, what I discovered is an amazing discovery from the Bible, which that, in God helping me to get through this, it opened up my eyes so much to that book, the Bible. Everything in my program, like and I got to preface it. It's not like, oh, that's some preachy thing that's going to, no, it's practical wisdom from the Bible. Amazing, the practical wisdom that's in there that helped me to break free from 25 years of dealing with this. When I found the verse, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and a sound mind. That's 2 Timothy 1:7. You can look it up. So it was like, okay, it's a spirit of fear. It's a spirit of fear. It's fear that gets in there, right? How does it get in there? I'm not really sure. Hey, Gerhard. You're watching from Germany. Very nice. Nice to see you on here. It's a spirit of fear, right? And sometimes it gets in there from childhood. Sometimes it gets in there. Sometimes it's situational and that spirit gets in there. But for whatever reason, it gets in there. And once it's in there, it talks to you. That spirit talks to you. That spirit of fear talks to you. Fear talks. You know that. It has a voice. It's loud, man. It's a loud voice that clamors at you sometimes all day long. I know it. And you know what it does? It speaks lies. It speaks lies and it speaks deception, but it speaks it so often and so much that you begin to believe it. And it's hard to get that stuff out, right? But it's a spirit of fear. And we try to go at it with natural means. We try to go at it with the medications. We try to go at it just, with counseling. We try to go at it with, they even told me like, oh, you got to watch what you're eating. You don't do this and don't eat that and don't eat that. It's like, I don't have caffeine anymore. I never drink coffee, I mean, I know there might be some things that can help it, but just different things, meditation, there's a whole host of things. I'm just going to read books. I went to a Christian psychiatric hospital, right? So we cannot combat something that is spiritual, that's a spiritual thing. And it is, with natural means. That's why this program that I developed, Reclaiming Peace, works. That's why it works. Because the principles, the practical wisdom that comes from it is straight from the Bible. And it's awesome. It's amazing. It really, really is. I've done, I'm on my fourth group of teaching with it. I did 3 last year. I did one live one at our church, which I'm doing right now again. I did 2 Facebook live classes. And it's just, it's awesome. It really, really is. And you might think, are you serious? A 10-week program? And hey, I'll be the first one to say it may take you 20 weeks. You might have to go through it twice. But what is 20 weeks out of your life? What is 20 weeks even out of a year to do something? 2 hours a week. It's nothing. It's nothing. And it's everything that can help you break free. Right? So what I'm doing is I'm offering another one, and it starts a week from today. And I've still got openings for that class. It's a Facebook Live class, which means we do it in a private group. You do it from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go out because, I know that's an issue at times when you got fear and panic and anxiety attacks. There's times I don't want to leave my home, right? That you don't want to leave your home, that you don't want to leave the comfort of your home, that I just don't feel like going anywhere tonight. So this can be done right in the comfort of your home. And I just come out just like this, only it's a private group. And you see me, and we go through 1 session a week, and it takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. You have a workbook that you work out of with me. You can ask questions, you can make comments. That Facebook Live group is up all the time. So once I've done a video, it stays there. So they're at 7 o'clock, but let's say on a given day, this happened with the other Facebook Live groups, like I can't get to it at 7 o'clock. I've got to get to it at 9 o'clock. Well, that's fine, because the video is always there. It's going to be there. Or I can't get to it till the next day. Fine, it's there for you all the time. It is a beautiful way of being able to do this, and I'm not in the business of like trying to sell you, on this. Quite honestly, for the 10 weeks, it's $79. That includes 10 weeks, 2 hours a night of teaching. It includes the workbook that goes with it. It includes the Facebook Live page where those videos are always on there. You'll always have them. It includes being able to ask me questions, to comment. I put encouraging things on those Facebook Live or the Facebook private pages every single day. It's $7.90 a day. I mean, it's like I don't have to sell you, right? Because that's crazy. I mean, I used to pay $80 to $100 a week. Once a week to go to a counselor. $80 to $100 out of our pocket for one session, So it's not like I'm gonna sell you, right? I mean, that's what I do for a living. I'm a sales rep in the gift industry, and quite honestly, I don't force people. I don't like talk people into things, If I have 40 different companies that I sell, and if I have a particular one that I think is going to be great in somebody's store, man, I think it's going to help them to make money in their store. Sure, I'm going to present it to them, and encourage them. But it's up to them to make the choice, right? It's up to them to say yes, yeah, that sounds good, and that's the same thing here. I can't force you, I'm not giving you my sales pitch. I'm saying, are you ready to be done? Are you ready to be done with fear, anxiety, and panic attacks for good? You're the only one that knows that. You're the only one that knows it. You know, I posted on my Reclaiming Peace page today, on my Reclaiming Peace Facebook page, something that says, there's two primary choices in life when you're faced with something, right? You accept the conditions as they exist, or you accept the responsibility to change them. You know, there's always a choice. My last Facebook Live video on Monday was all about choices and about choosing. And that's basically what I'm giving you right now. I'm presenting to you a choice. You can join me in a week. You can join me 1 week from tonight at 7 p.m. where I'm going to launch this new Facebook Live coaching group, one-on-one. It's like one-on-one with me. The topics are amazing. What you learn is amazing. It's just up to you to decide whether your freedom is worth 2 hours each week for 10 weeks, whether your freedom is worth $7.90 a week. You know, it's up to you. It's funny, you know, since I've launched this program, which was a little over 2 years ago, there's been so many people. There's been a lot of people that have done it, you know, that have done the program, but there's been so many people that have also come and said, I know I need to do it. Like, I know that I should be doing this. I know that I should be doing this. But either I don't have the time, I've got this, I've got that, I don't have the money, I don't have, you know, what could be more important than freedom from fear, than living a life free from fear? There's not much. There's not much that's more important than that. You know that if you're living in that way. So yeah, you know who you are. You know if God's nudging you to say, do it. This is what you need. You know if God is saying this is an answer to your prayer. You know that. I don't know that, but you do. But I've got several spaces left. 1 week from tonight, 7 p.m., we start a new private Facebook Live coaching group, Reclaiming Peace, to get you out of fear, anxiety, and panic attacks for good. And all you have to do is go to my website, www.reclaimingpeace.com. You know, check it out. You can go to the different tabs. You can see the program overview where you can see each topic of each week. You can go to testimonials where you'll see testimonies of people that have gone through the program. And then click Take Action. I think join or take action. I can't remember which tab it is, what it says right now. But when you're ready to do it, click it. Just do it. Just be done. Just be done already. You know, we start it then, and we're done like the beginning of December. Just think, you could be spending Christmas this year in a totally different way, in a totally different mindset, in freedom. You could spend your Christmas this year in freedom from fear, anxiety, panic attacks, depression. There's one whole session on depression. You know, I touch on that too. So, again, yeah, I'm not selling you. I'm just offering you something. I'm just offering you a choice. And I'm still going to come out and do these videos. You know, the videos are still going to be here. You can watch those, and you can get a lot just from these videos. And you can go to my wall here and watch them. You can go to my YouTube channel and just search Reclaiming Peace, and they're all right there. You can get a lot from these. You can take little snippets of these videos that I've done and go, wow, I can apply that like right now. But the other is intense. You know, hey Sharni, how are you, girl? The other is it's intense. It's an intense 2 hours a night to really zero in on the things that you need to do and the things that you need to be done with this way of living for good. So anyway, that's my message for tonight. If you're coming on, if you're just coming on, go back and listen. You know, go back and watch and really consider You know, I don't think it's so much something that you have to pray about. Oh my goodness, if you're living in fear, anxiety, and panic attacks, you've probably prayed enough. You know, you've probably prayed for this thing to be done. You've probably prayed for God, cried out for God, cried out to God, maybe gotten angry at God. Why is this still happening? You've probably prayed enough, right? It's probably just time to take action. It's probably just time to say, maybe this is the answer to my prayer, right? Consider that. So anyways, you guys, love you. And I will see you back here on Friday. Take care.